from the generator. Then and we also tried another bulb, which is a 220 bulb. So the 220 bulb lit, basically lit, and the output of the power is at 200 volts. So it adjusts to depending on the load.
What happens if you put one of each load on it, 220 and 110?
That one, the lower voltage lights up and the higher voltage does not. So it supplies the lowest voltage requirement, and the highest voltage requirement does not light, because I think the plasma drops and supplies the lowest potential DC, or the lowest potential voltage, because it's already producing 220 volts and it's supplying the lesser voltage requirement. It's we're seeing that in a way at a barrier, that if once it's already in that situation, it doesn't supply yet the 220 volt that is beside it. So right now we're doing some tweaks with the generator to let all systems light as well, and all other appliances.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you indeed, Ronan.
Mr. Kesh,
yes.
I was working on the balls earlier, you know, and I do have a short video of where it actually shows some rotation that is occurring. I have just completed rebuilding these things, so they have not been activated, we'll say, very long, but it's a quick video if you want to see it. I've got it up real fast, and we can show it, and it'll show some rotation.
Can you show it to us? Do you want to share the screen?
Sure will.
If you just share a screen.
Can everybody see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, I'll start the video, and you can see the GANTs moving counterclockwise.
Right now, the setup, similar setup, hopefully for the update, will be soon be seen next week.
You notice the thing floating across the screen too.
They are testing at the moment. We observe in our system where Berlin group in Philippines and here in Italy we are observing the same kind of things.
Can you repeat that again?
Yes, I sure will, Mr. Kish. It'd be my pleasure. I wanted everybody to see this. Like I said, I wish that I'd had more time. Here we go.
All right, now the setup.
How's that? You can see the little black thing here being drawn into it's being pulled pretty fast. It's just a piece of trash that got in there. But it shows the movement and how it's being drawn to the CH3 ball. That's what I found was, you know, it got drawn there really fast.
The thing is, now we got to start understanding and looking into more detailed aspects of these applications, and we got to see how we can utilize these effects. We can make applications of these effects. There is one application is that we are literally in the background in the innovation groups redesigning motors into with a plasma condition. We are looking into redesigning what you call power supplies. We are looking into conversion in use of magnetic gravitational fields more than anything else in different dimensions. And there is something I have to explain to you before we go any further. I have to attend a meeting, very important meeting, and when the meeting starts, I have to leave, and Armand and Caroline with Rick and Vince and Stanley in the background will take over, and they take the course of teaching today and presentation today, and we join you back next Thursday, because we are on the occasion time of the institute till more or less 20th of or 21st of September, we come back in for the first teachings and everything else which goes on starting from the 19th of September when the institute reopens. So I carry on till the beginning of the meeting here, and then I'll hand over everything to Armin and Caroline and the team in the background to take it further if you have to show something or you want to show something.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you? Yes?
Yes. I just want to show you a quick video of what's happening here. I have rotations of liquid plasmas in some bottles, and then I'm using a single motor to rotate all the liquids in the containers. So if maybe
share the screen. Share your screen.
Okay. Let me see.
If you don't know this gentleman is very, very knowledgeable, but very far. Is Alex from Nigeria. Is part of the Keshe Foundation. It's nice to hear you, Alex, after a few weeks.
Okay. Is this from the photos or documents I'm not going to share from?
Okay, share wherever you like. Whichever is convenient.
Let me see if she's going to go.
We are seeing a lot of people now that they have seen they can affect the rotation of the plasma, showing different things. I've seen this is for you to check. Yesterday or the day before, we received the pictures by a priest in Romania. We use for you to check it. That how the magnetic field affect the ganses or the magnetic field of the coils, stacker units, affect the create patterns in the ganses. But this is for you to check.
Is it okay to show that those pictures and video today, Mr. Keshe, or should we reserve that until later?
Just a picture, because the gentleman has to, what do you call it? It's submitted for presentation on the Facebook, so we can do it. They wanted to show it in one of the channels of the Keshe Foundation. I said it's got to be shown here. If Alex can't show the system he's trying, we can go to the other one, please.
Can Rick promote my video? Is blocked.
Yes. What do you want? You want to upload or you play off your screen? You can share your screen.
I'll play.
Okay, play. Share a screen and play. Make sure all your systems are closed. Okay, we see it. Can we bring? Okay, go ahead.
Then you just adjust it properly.
Can you explain to us? We can see it, but what are you trying to show us, please?
There's a rotation here. The liquid plasma in this bottle is rotating because of the effect of the field of this the ball on top that is making it rotate, and then you can see the vibrations from here. This I don't know if you can see this. Sorry, it's a little bit.
Is that your clay stacker unit?
Yeah. No, this is not a stacker unit. This is a configuration because I have I embedded in it a stacker, just one stacker in this clay, and then I put a ping pong ball reactor on top of it. But what I want to show is this ball here is just, I have some little grams of GANs in it, and then this clay, the clay is heavy, really heavy. But when I rotate the balls, it can cause a vibration of this one here. Let me see if I can. Okay. Yeah. Can cause a vibration of this one here, and then the vibration of this one here as well. Yeah, this one here. Oh, sorry about that.
Don't worry, you're still alive.
Okay.
I can see the rotation of the water in the bottle.
Yeah, is it still on? I can't even see nothing anymore now.
No, your video is stopped.
Yeah, I can see it now. Okay.
Hello, good morning, Alex.
Good morning, Mr. Keshe. All right, so.
Are you still in Lagos? Where are you now? Where are you now in Nigeria?
No, I'm in the bush.
You're in the bush? Ah.
I'm in Yeah. Okay, see, this is okay, this button, let me just switch off the thing and start it off again, and then you see the effect it's going to have on everything. I don't know if it's going to say it properly. You see, this one is vibrating already.
But does that come from vibration of the table, or does it come from the vibration
because
of
the table, this unit here is all in one unit. It's all glued together. So this ball cannot make the table vibrate. It's just the field that's interacting with this, and then making this to rotate, and then that as well. And it depends on what time, because if the polarity changes sometimes, the liquid plasma here can rotate clockwise or anti-clockwise. Depends on the polarity of the day. Sometimes at night, all of them rotate at the same time, and they vibrate as well. But if I keep this unit on the floor, it vibrates and rotates the balls as well. So keeping it on the bench or on the floor doesn't make any difference. It's a pity you can't say properly.
Liquid in the bottles are rotating. You see, this is the purpose. This is the purpose of these teachings, to enlighten, and others can use it. You can use these rotations of the liquid for very much what we use the steam in power stations for rotating blades. You can use these transfer of energies from one core to another for removal and the movement of items or entities or fields or matters. Because now you see they interact. I was teaching this yesterday in the medical teaching and with the doctors. There is so much that it will create such a new scale of innovations and development of new technologies that is untold. Maybe from where we sit and what we see is coming, when you add up the energy, the space, the agriculture, the medicine, the material, and every other aspects that this new understanding brings in, is most probably in the next 2 to 5 years will touch everything we do. We've seen how you can use these fields more or less for change of structures. You will be able to see more and more of these things. You will be able to, what we're asking is not to watch anymore. Make the gas, make the change, bring the condition of the change in. It's now depending on you. Now it's depending on totality of the Keshe Foundation supporters. We are not here to dominate. We are not here to be the owner of everything. We are here to own everything amongst all of us. I've seen people saying that they want to start companies. We are not the starting companies. You are the starting companies. We are supporting you. You are the people who start structures. We are there to support you. The Keshe Foundation is not looking for people to bring money to give it to us. None of the Keshe Foundation people who start factories or whatever have paid a single cent to the foundation. We support them, we give them, we send them technicians, we send everybody to them. Be open. The people who put negativity are the people who see that what they came here to destroy, their position in danger. We are not asking you to become a part of the Keshe Foundation manufacturing to bring money in or give us anything. Nobody has paid a single cent to the foundation. We are even paying to set up factories for people who have the right intention. So we open your eyes to people who came to destroy the foundation, and the people who are around there because the paymasters cuts their income because they lost it. They came to destroy. In past week, we have opened 4 organizations within and around the Keshe Foundation who came to do this, and they were busy with it. We gave them the feeling that they are doing what they've been paid for, and then they got red-handed caught. We see them what they do. They tell people their factories cannot be set up, but they set up their own factories with their own families and their own organizations, and masons and the rest of it. So you have to be clever. If anybody tells you we are here to take money and anything, ask anybody who's been around Keshe Foundation have paid a single cent to the foundation. We are here to support you to set up. We are here to bring the change in. We give the knowledge freely. You want to do something, we support you. Your factories, you see, you can develop something, we are there. But be open with the foundation, that the foundation can support your nationals, can support the humanity. This is what we are about. All the people who are there to bring the change, we are there to support you. Those of groups and organizations who come to destroy, their hands opens up very quickly. But now we have come and you see more pressure groups trying to destroy the Keshe Foundation, because now we are touching oil industry. We are touching solar cells. We are touching turbines. You are touching the whatever kind of energy which is produced and charged millions of dollars from people in different shape and forms every day. Now you can produce with very little, less than a couple of days work. The way we showed you how to do the maggraph systems, now we show you how to make the generators. We are not asking for a penny. And you've seen a lot of you have received huge reductions in your electricity bills. Have you paid any part of it to the foundation? Have you ever come say who's made it to pay? No. We are here free to serve. And be open your eyes to those who use deception, fraud, accusation, trying to confirm their existence using us. Be free, teach freely. We've seen a huge change in Peru. People are teaching, people are developing. We see a lot of applications of the technology in its raw form, in the GANs, in nanomaterial, in different parts of the world. This is where we come from now on, to bring unification of mankind and put those who try to create division because their hands of mischief has opened up, to be open on their own. This is what it is. Try everything. I keep on encouraging all of you. Try, show. We show, we have people who come here and show things which they think, and then they go, they say they've been fraud, they just wanted to create how wrong we are. We still give them a chance. We give our enemies a chance, because by giving them a chance, they destroy themselves. We have Scientologists within the Keshe Foundation. I encourage them in. I give them room to test. We had Masons, we gave them opportunity to change their course, but they went back to the same old habit, and we see them now. We've seen people from different organizations, scientific researchers, all around the foundation, universities. This is how we should be. We should be open and let people to discredit themselves. And those people like Brennan, like Douglas, Alex, and the rest, to show how humanity should be served. We are not fighting, we don't go for fighting, but we get busy with changing that they disappear in the dust of the earth. This is all we have to do. Please do not fight no one who opposes the foundation and the work we do. We are fraud. If we are, we see who stays. We are showing more and more. It took us 2 years as totality to build the structure. We stood everything. We lost our teaching in one line live stream twice, 3 times. It didn't make any difference because other channels are open. Now we see more translation of books. We see more translation of documents. We've seen people within the highest level, within military, going out deliberately to block foundation because with peace, they have no job. There is no need for army when you have peace. Now we start seeing resistance. We can give you the name of high-ranking generals who have gone deliberately to set up the Keshe Foundation to be blocked in their country. Because when there is peace, there is no army. They understood that very quickly. Because they understood it, now they want to block it. We see presidents taking action against the foundation. No problem. But the point is, they know that now, especially with what we trained about the soul of the man and the systems, their hand will be open. This is what they're afraid of. They are not. There is nothing wrong with the technology. As I say, pray for the soul. Give from your soul that they can take that by you elevating the soul, they find out their position in the lower level. You understand very soon what this means. In part of the teaching last week, I'm not in front of the camera, so I cannot show you. I tried to share a screen. If we can do this, can we share a screen? Can you see my whiteboard, please? I go on Zoom. I am on Zoom, and I don't need to do that. Where How do I share my screen? This is the problem we have with this thing all the time.
Click to
Every
the
time.
green share screen.
I've done on the screen share screen.
Then you select the desktop. And then the blue.
I don't. Okay, the desktop. I pressed on the desktop.
And then it's blue
Share
button.
screen.
Yes,
Yeah, I've done that.
it's coming.
Is it coming? Can you see it?
We
Yes.
see the whole desktop.
Where do you have the
Can
pen?
you-
Yes.
Can you see
now
the
we
whiteboard?
Now we see the paint program. Yeah,
The paint program. Okay,
Yep,
that's
great.
perfect. Thank you. Let me explain to you something important that you understand more. We go back into the sign language and what we explained with the fingers, which we explained before. Now look at the top. We are the top view standing on top of the head of a man. This is your brain. This is your head, skull. You have your physical part of the body here. Then you have your emotional part here. Then in the center, you have what we call the station of the soul of the man. The body at any day, at any moment, has enough energy. What is calculated around about 17, 18 Hiroshima bomb, which is within the containment of this body of the man. If you look at the structure of the physicality of the man, now we look at the arm of the man. Look, these are his arms. And then you have the fingers, the three fingers, the physicality, the emotion, and the soul. And then if you look, the whole thing is structured the same way. Now you have the physical side, the arm, and then you have the emotion, and then you have the soul. So when you look at your fingers even, in your arms, you carry the same structure. Your back closed again. Your back, your front, your arms, your back in again into the 3 dimension of the layers within the structure of the layers. So even the structure of the man is based on the plasma. This is the soul, which is much stronger, sits with your thumb. This is the structure of your index finger, which sits with your emotion. And your last finger, which sits within the structure of your physicality. If you see, this is very much like your inner core. If you remember your stacker unit, this is the inner core, and this is the outer core. So everything in our life is based on this. We have to understand it, then we can use it. Then we can understand it. It cannot be abused, and nobody can tell you or somebody else there is something wrong with it, because now you understand it. Now you put your thumb towards yourself and feed yourself in a cycle of physicality.
Whoops. Yes, I believe so.
Or the
Okay.
battery.
Can you hear me?
Oh, you're back. Back. I hear him.
Can you hear me? I'm back?
Yes, we hear you. We
Okay.
don't see you. See your screen.
You don't see my screen?
No.
Okay, can I share again? We are starting? Okay. Yeah, okay. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I have to attend this meeting. That's why we came to Rome today. I hand over the microphone to, but let me explain this. I finished this. I have to attend this meeting. It's important. You see the structure of the humanity, it sits on the voices of the plasma. You look at the same structure at your 3, what we call the star formation. The center is the brain of the man. It's where it is. And then it's there, where it goes. And then if you see the fields of it, then you see you are more or less in the same direction. We made circles, gravitational, magnetical, in gravitational, magnetical, and in that process, in the soul of the man, we deal with the more powerful fields. In the physical part of the man, we deal with the emotional part. And then when it goes to total physicality, we deal with the body of the man. And it's the same. if you do your systems the same way that you interact with different ways, then you'll see, as I said, you have your center core and the three cores, and the interaction of the three will give you your spaceship. Today, we heard the news. We don't know if it's correct or not. You go on the internet and check. Chinese claim that they forced to land a spaceship. Is it true? Is there reality to it? If they've done so, and what technology is used to bring it down or to be able to interact with it? Look at, now that you make these fields, can we interact with the rest of the society of human race in the same way? Can we share this knowledge? This is what we're going to do from now on. If any of you takes the next step to show something new, it's yours, it's your knowledge, we share it. No organization works the way we do. Openness of the sharing of the knowledge, we do freely, and you have to understand, it's your job to teach. Teach as many as you can. And strange enough, the lower level of income, the more teaching is done. The more affluent people, the more creation of problem because they see their position in danger. We have seen even a picture in the past 48 hours. The people who came to murder me in the Sensano, now they're getting involved to kill more of the Keshe Foundation supporters in Belgium, in the French section. John has been seen in teachings of the Keshe Foundation in Belgium. Now they're targeting the supporters. Be very careful. Is mixed amongst you to kill more of you because you're bringing a change that it shows their soul. We released the picture. Be very aware, the enemies of the foundation, who are those who want to stop the change, are doing and acting very well. On the 27th of February, he has been in one of the Keshe Foundation workshops in France, in Belgium, French speaking. They are scanning you, share the knowledge, elevate their souls. Because these are people who are active and they know the time is over. Now that you can make it reactors interacting with the soul of the man, you will see the people who are taking from the mankind. Those are the ones who pay to take mankind. Don't allow color, race, nationality, creed, religion become a division, because in the space there is no such a thing. We are all one soul, one light, and we are all equal. And that's the message we got to get across. Those who come and make allegations to put things on, a very few people, mostly Keshe Foundation supporters, go to see what they are saying, that they can protect themselves. Otherwise, the rest of the world is deaf to them. There is a link set up. We have set up that we will give it to you, that all the criminal activities of all those who are around the foundation are folded in a file and is there to be seen. Everyone who is involved in criminality around the Keshe Foundation, and we have found their connections to each other, we have put it some nearly 1 terabyte of information nearly has been gathered by the researchers of Keshe Foundation, all been placed on the internet in 2 or 3 secure places. You can go and see who is where and what they do, how they are connected, how they're connected to the royal family, how they're killing the scientists, who's paying them, all their hidden bank accounts in Singapore, in Australia, in Panama. If you see some of the people who have committed huge murders against the scientists, their bank accounts and companies in Panama. With the Panama file opening up, we have found a lot of them. Number of them have been found. The accounts which has been opened up and the traces through Luxembourg and the rest. So you see they have a pattern. We shouldn't have a pattern. We should be there to serve openly and deservedly, equally to all the human race. There are no banks in this space. I have to go to attend this meeting. If we finish on time, I come back. Otherwise, is Arman online, please?
Yes.
Arman? Arman?
Yes, I am Mr. Keshe.
Please take over. You're the head of the foundation. and Caroline is here, and I'll leave the teaching to you and your team.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody, or good day. Maybe I will ask your question, answer your questions, you know, the points that you might think that you don't understand, so I can explain it clearly what Mr. Kirsch said. Hello, no questions?
Give people a moment to collect themselves here, Armin. I don't know if they were ready for questions quite yet. So we've got panel, we've got viewers here. We've got 169 viewers. If there's somebody in the viewers that wants to ask a question at this point.
Yes, Rick. Rick, this is Mohsen from California. I have a
question. They can raise their hands as a viewer, and then I can promote you to a panelist, and then you can talk. Sorry, go ahead. Who are you again?
Rick, this is Mohsen from California, and I have a question from Arman, if I may, please.
Sure.
Yes, hi, Arman. Arman, in the last week, last teaching, you were showing us those plastic balls that you had it filled up with GANs. And you know what, I was wondering, where did you purchase those plastic balls from? The one that you refer to as a, you know, like a Russian dolls that you could put one into another one. I was wondering, how did you get those plastic balls?
Internet. Type it in a search, Google search, you know, it's the best tool in the world. Whatever type, shape, ball, you know, most of it comes from China. So it's all sizes. So you can order it there.
What about that? The one with the metal one? I believe it was the one that it was with the copper. The one that one was inserted into the other one.
With the copper course done a long time ago. So I done it in China again when I visited over there. And you know, and I some of them cut it in Los Angeles in a machine shop. So you can do, but why you need the, you know, heavy balls? You just have the plastic balls that you can order it and, you know, do your tests. It's more convenient.
Is there any specific site that you refer to? Can you please share that if there is any?
Hey, eBay. Go to eBay.
I see.
Or Amazon. If you are in United States, if you order it in Amazon, it will be next day delivered, or the same day is delivered. You have that opportunity with Amazon.
And Alibaba is a good place as well. They have a number of companies that make the clear plastic balls. If you search for clear plastic balls and then look on the images in Google, you'll see different clear plastic balls that are two-piece that can be glued together and so on.
You can also find these in most hobby shops. If you have a hobby shop available to you, you can find them in hobby shops at different sizes. I've ordered mine, as you heard in the video, I got 2 dozen today from Amazon, really cheap with free shipping. So, you know, there's a myriad of places, but if you've got a local hobby shop and you don't have an Amazon or an Alibaba, you can go to your local hobby shop and they have them in the craft section. So you can, you know, they're just 2 pieces, just like Armin showed, and you can fill them with whatever you want. There, you know, so that's another option for you as a hobby shop.
Armin, I have a question for you. This is Francois from Quebec.
Yes, Francois, how are you?
Okay, thank you. Listen, the last time you show us your McGrath and your one of your coil was not nano coated. What will happen in a while, because eventually it will get nano coated inside your stacker?
Yeah, if you see the last one, I changed it to the barn.
You change it to what?
to the bottom. Now the middle.
Okay.
You're talking about the stacker that I made.
Yeah, one of the stacker inside your McGrath
Mm-hmm.
was not nano-coated.
Correct.
And it was intentionally done this way to create the AC, right?
No.
What
A
was
connection
the
to the earth, yes. I see.
what
Yes.
was what was the meaning
Connection to
then?
the earth. Connection to the earth.
Okay, but eventually you agree with me that it will get nano-coated after a while, right?
No. If you want to have a connection to the earth, so you create a earth condition.
Okay, and what about I heard that you say that with the new McGrath, the capacitor batteries, it's a concern. We remove them, we don't use them anymore. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, you can do without capacitors if you create rotation in your coils.
And
Because, just understand, the coils are the same. You know, if you add GaNs on it, so what you create, you transfer GaNs energy into your nano material, correct?
mm-hmm.
So they absorb.
So you don't need the capacitor, but if you use them, they don't disturb the process.
Capacitor, it's a if you want to change a, let's say, coil, whatever energy you're applying to your coil, you can roll it that in your capacitor. So what energy you're going to transfer? You understand?
Okay.
So then you can leave your coils not nano coated, actually not GaNs coated. So you leave it like plain. So
Yeah.
you can add the capacitor, whatever sure you have it or you need it to make that transfer.
It's cutting down. I missed a few words here. Did you say that you put?
I said in the capacitor you can have the combination of the GaNs that which you want to transfer the energy.
Yeah.
If you nano coat your coils and you don't GaNs coat it, meaning you can change the capacitors if you want a CO2 or copper or zinc, or you want a CO2, copper, zinc, and add the calcium in it. So you're going to transfer that field to your nanomaterial, to your coils.
Okay, so in other words, you don't need capacitor because you can do the same job by using different GaNs on your coils by himself, right?
Yes, correct.
And
if you make a permanent energy, you cannot change it.
Okay, are we using the liquid plasma or are we using the GaNs on the coil now?
It depends. So if you look at it, what today, you know, let me annotate a little bit that you understand.
Okay. And one more thing, I think now that what we're playing is it's the Coralline core that we try to achieve to make it more in the plasma field instead of being more in physical words. So that's where we get the stronger magnetic field and the stronger power, right? Is that what we're doing now with the new power McGrath?
Look, let me explain you differently that you understand. You have your matter, you have your GaNs bottom of the container. You have your liquid. Let me do the other color. You have your liquid and the space, and you have your gases.
Yep.
You position your coil, not the coil, the core has an inner core. Look, this gap where you have all three fields bring it together.
Yep.
Matter, liquid, gas.
So you have the, you have the three field, the three different state.
Three different state. Now is plasma.
Yeah.
This core is plasma. So you have your interaction.
So that's where you get in your balls, double balls. That's where you get the plasma, right? That's where you get the.
Now look in your balls. You have center core, outer core, It's very hard to draw on this computer.
Mm-hmm.
You have to use your fingers. Okay, and you have your liquid, you have your GANs, and you have your gas. It's not gas actually. It's the field transfer.
She's around, right? That's with spin.
You have the same thing in here. Now, if I add this, okay, it acts as a sum. Now you have your interaction.
Mm-hmm.
Now you created the gap. In this gap, there is an interaction.
Yep.
Your coils are just to, because we use electrical devices, so we have to somehow connect it in it. That's why we use the energy of plasma to bring it to the electron vibration.
Okay, and the coils around picks up this energy, right?
Yes, correct.
So right now, Mr. Kesh was saying that we're using regular McGrath, and then we're using this new type of McGrath.
Mm-hmm.
So we need the both of them, right?
Yes, correct.
Mm-hmm. So if I use one McGrath with 6 stackers, and the 3 first one would be like, or the 3 last one would be regular McGrath with capacitor, and the 3 first at the bottom, I can use this something like that, right?
Yes, correct.
And that should make the
You
trick.
can use any combination what you like. If you understood what just I explained you here,
Mm-hmm.
You can position many McGraths, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 combinations. It depends how you want to put the interactions. So you just have to create here. It's understandable. You have 3 layers. First layer, second layer, and third layer. It's a principal matter, transition of the matter, and the matter.
Mm-hmm.
Now create the opposite. How are you going to create that opposite in a ball? If you have 2 balls, sorry, it's very hard to. The same size, and you have inner core and outer core.
Yeah.
How are you going to create interaction?
Well, they all create a reaction between the 2 of them with the infinite 8 between the 2 of them.
Mm-hmm. So let's say you put your heavier GANs inside, and outer you put your lighter GANs.
Okay.
And third one, put the energy. Actually, let me explain it differently.
There would be a different gradient between the GANs to make it interact, right?
Yeah. I will make this the same, but opposite.
Opposite, right. Okay. One attract, one pull.
No.
Well, in a way, because if you make it stronger to weaker.
If I make my mixture, let's say whatever I put in here, in the first core, let's call this first one, this is the second one.
Mm-hmm.
If I put what I put inside, I will put the same material outside now.
Right. Inverse.
Yeah, reverse.
Reverse the order.
Energy, I will keep it inside.
Mm-hmm.
Energy, it stays outside. So you make it transfer.
Yeah.
Okay, you make the link. Now this is the lightest. This is the strongest.
Yes.
So you create a motion.
Okay.
In between, because we know the fields are interlocking together, north, south, south, and north.
And get back, man.
So now you create interaction. In the middle, you put the human. In the middle, you put anything that you know what this interaction will create in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
It's zinc, it's emotional, copper you use, it's physical, calcium you use, you transfer to your building block to start to build. If you have a deficiency of it. So it's a lot of things you can do. It depends on what GANs you're going to use.
So everything is in the ball to create different walls. So that the field will create the field will be created towards the container.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
basically.
the one you put in rotation.
Mm-hmm.
What you do, like you put the mixture in your dough, and you want to mix it everything together. So the fields, whatever you injected in your bowls, that's going to be your environment. Try to do one thing. You have the stackers at home. Try to create the bowls and put a round, like a star formation in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Put it up differently. Find a mixture that it makes you happy.
Okay.
Zinc, and energy. For energy, you use CH3. For your physical, you use CuO, copper, because neural system is transfer.
Mm-hmm.
So try to play with it. See
Right.
what kind of effects you have, because you already have a stacker unit.
Right.
So
Yeah.
try to create the center with it, and whatever you put around it, you will see the effects.
Yeah, it would affect, of course. Everything is around will have an effect.
So they all linked, and don't forget to put the amino acid. If you want to interact, put your amino acid inside the core.
Right. Okay, so we have to play with this, and eventually we'll hit the target to be like and we'll get the generator eventually, right?
Come on, generator is right there. Time comes, everybody will see. Try to understand how you can help people with their sicknesses. If you understand, this kind of combinations can cure them. So, my God.
Well, I ordered my balls and still waiting for it.
Come on, you have discovered you can order the balls and you can load it up. Everybody made a GANs. You don't need a lot of GANs. You shake whatever it's in the water. You just need a little bit that you can transfer that into your balls. The rest of it is water.
Yeah, but I still need to make the ball so I can create the field. Separate the field. So we still need the ball to go inside of another ball, so which I don't have at
Amazon.
What?
Amazon next day delivery.
Oh yeah, it's already ordered. It's just they just don't deliver instantly. It's
They do.
Oh yes, not in Canada. Sorry. You have to go to the border, and then I ordered from China. I ordered from the States. So I didn't want to take the chance. I ordered as much as I can. So we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, I have to wait. I hate it.
Any more questions, guys? I'm sorry. It's very hard to move two fingers, on
That's okay.
computer to draw it properly.
Yes, Armand, I was wondering about a few weeks back, you were making a patch for someone who had a lung cancer.
Right.
I was wondering if there was any progress, you may share it with us.
The progress is right now I can use a course to get total, get rid of the cancer. That time we were using patches, the effects are there that, a lady, could have breathed properly, she could have sleep properly, she was eating properly, so you see the change. But, when I got that lady, she got already the tumor in her brain too. So right now, when I'm gonna go back, I'm definitely gonna create a condition that I can put her in between, that we can rapid reduce the cancer. That's all I can say.
Armand, do you suggest any kind of patch for someone who has some kind of a brain problem, something like a MS or anything in that nature?
Sure, our doctors can, help you with that. There are a group of doctors which are sitting, right behind the Cash Foundation, which they are doing teachings as it's separate. If you have any problems, we can ask the doctors to help you, to direct you properly what to do.
Okay, thank you very much.
You don't need patches. You have, the order the balls, we will post some, everybody. That's why we want everybody to try it, because they will post it themselves right away. You will see the interactions right away. If you create a, flow between two balls, that means in the middle, you make the change. Middle, it's you.
Arman, in your the balls that you were doing, you actually put 3 balls inside each other or only 2?